Test. Oh, there it goes. All right, so you can see us in the recording.
Sorry for our technical difficulties.
This is going to be the weirdest recorded episode of Multitap. And at some point, we'll be back live, I'm sure, once we get reconnected.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to play some games from Randy Angle today and talk about his Kickstarter. Turns out this neighborhood has a bad power grid. Yeah, bad power grid. There's some weather going on, and
we're chilly.
We're chilly, and this is footage that no one may ever see, but it'll be there on the channel.
Daniel won't be here though.
Someone will see it eventually, and maybe people will see us too. I don't know when we reconnect, if that ever happens. But it's looking a lot like it is not. Maybe I should try stopping and starting. Are we live? Oh, we're live. Oh, I think we're live. Whoa.
Can you see us?
Can you see us?
Spam something in the chat if you can see us.
Can you see us? Oh, man, I got to refresh the chat, I think. It's the problem.
Oh, you see us, we're back.
And see, the thing is the overlays are going to break tonight, too. But I'm going to try to refresh it. We'll see if this works. Basically, everything's going to break tonight.
Except us. We will survive.
I've already broken. I was broken a long time ago.
And that made it worse.
It's funny because on the recording, all of this stuff is still going to be on there. So you're going to see us like playing stuff and acting like everything's okay. And then it's going to go. We'll be so it may be the funniest recorded multi-tap. But yeah, and the chat sounds are not going to work without a lot of maintenance. So let's just pretend chat sounds don't work tonight. In fact, maybe can I disable it without what's up, No Lemon? I think we probably will push it out, but I'm going to try this. Can I do like command disable sound? I don't know if that works. I should just turn it off because it ain't going to work tonight.
It's not really snowing or raining at all right now. It's going to do it later, apparently. But right now it's just frigid. And the power grid here is no good. We've been having like issues with power ever since we got here, and you said it's been having issues in this area since 2018.
Yeah, I saw other people talking about it on Nextdoor, my favorite website, and they said there's like a lot of RVs in the area, and then they've been building a lot of houses and stuff, and they're trying to use an itty bitty power grid still and trying to make it work, and it's not working out too well. I did order another UPS for the like modem, so if we plug that in, I think we can still have multi-tap. There will be scary light flickers and things breaking on nights like this. What's up, Curdle? Curdle, we're cold. We're cold.
In the foreground, we're streamed 0 out of 10.
All right, so anyway,
Daniel's not here.
I think maybe we should try calling Randy anyways, and we can talk with him, and we can still try to play some of these games. We may still want to do a bonus stream on Friday or Saturday when we don't have as many issues to go through.
We appreciate everyone being here, including you, Randy. We're sorry that power issues exist.
Yeah, we're sorry we're ruining your game dev stream, but hold up. So wait, if I call, I guess that's going to call everyone in the group. Let me just call Wrangle. Oh wait, I'm sending you a friend request, Wrangle. You can be my friend if you would like to be.
Everyone wants to be your friend.
And I mean, I can have Kayla start Star Trek: The Next Generation on Genesis, which is, I think, that's the only Randy game we've played on multi-tap before. Ooh, this isn't working like I thought it would, but that's okay.
You may also notice that Start has turned into some Kirby's over there.
Yes.
Start was debating what to do, and we want Start to be safe, so he ain't traveling to icy weather. It's no good.
Each time the power goes out, we'll switch to a new game.
Okay. Our pal Start, he was here, but he's not.
He decided he didn't want to be in this haunted place no more.
No, that's not true.
That's what happened.
Start's trying to bargain out with the electric company.
Oh, I gotta turn off my flux. It's looking.
He may show up.
Looking a little wacky.
Somewhere.
There we go. All right, so.
I think I remember this game.
Oh yeah.
You guys have played it. I think I've seen it, but I remember nothing about
Yeah, well, you're playing it.
That's true. That's why I'm here.
But yeah, so I think Randy was one of the main programmers on this, but Randy would know. Oh, you don't see a friend request. Let me try that again. I think I sent. Let me send. Oh, maybe Discord's busted. I tried sending one now. Maybe he wants me to log in again. You can send me one, but I'll try logging out and logging back in. Are there spoilers in this game? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't really watched Star Trek outside of some movies and maybe an episode or two.
That's just how he looks, Dave, okay?
I like this music, though.
Alright, hold on. Let's see here. Send friend request.
You know where they are.
It says friend request sent, but I don't think it's actually working for some reason. And I don't know if I have Discord going on here, but the problem is Kayla's trying to use it right now. Well, if I call, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to call. Mia can join, Stark can join.
Da-da-da.
Anyone can join the call. I'm just trying here. Hello? Oh wait, I hear? No, I don't hear nothing. I mean, I see something's going on. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. The thrusters. Computer. Player 1. Oh wait, output device. There we go. Okay, I can fix this. This part can be fixed. Alright. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Maybe not.
I can hear you.
Yeah!
Oh, Mr. Randy?
We can hear you, Randy. How's it going?
There's a slight delay, but I think it's working okay.
Oh, ooh, well.
It's good it's working at least.
Yeah, we'll take it.
There could be other thing.
So I was the lead designer because nobody else in my office even watched the show.
Oh, wow.
Horrible. So
that makes it kind of tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I started as just the guy doing design, but I ended up coding all the screens that you're looking at now, sensors, the engineering screen, computers, all those screens. I coded all that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I did the design. I got the story approved by Paramount in 2 weeks. And then it took, they locked me in a hotel room for 4 days. And I did the entire design in 4 days with 2 friends.
That's crazy.
It's really crazy. It looks good.
We had an awesome art team, and it just was incredible to what we were able to pack into a Sega Genesis.
Yeah, like one thing I really like is for the controls, like the way where you can just pause the game in the different contexts and it shows you the layout for what the buttons do on that screen. That's something that you don't really find.
That screen, yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of times, I guess, for these older games, they kind of just expected you to...
When you started up, did you see this?
Oh.
The Sega logo?
I did.
Oh, yes, we did.
So I coded that Sega logo to where it was beamed in.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
It was pretty
and after that day, like everybody on the team was just nuts about this is going to be a Super Star Trek game, right?
Just from that logo alone? That's pretty funny.
We were probably about 3/4 through. But it felt like there was this thing about it. Maybe it wasn't really a Star Trek game.
Dave wants to know, did you ever get to deal with Gene Roddenberry?
No, sadly, my connection was always one step away from Paramount.
Oh. Whoa, who's this?
Evil Spock. I don't know.
That's the picture that's actually my boss on the project.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
So almost every image in the game is taken from actual photos of the cast, and if it isn't, it's photos of somebody in his family or friends.
Oh, that's really cool.
I guess it's the other moon. I'll get there.
This game, I had so much trouble playing it, and now I get to see Kayla struggle the same way I did.
This is like me.
It is a cool game, but you know, it's hard to kind of just jump into a game like this, I think.
Stuck, who
cares about safe word? Let's go.
You go to the captain's room and you ask him,
They see us.
Did you know me?
Oh wait, there we go. Now they can see us, but can they hear us? Well,
I can't hear them.
All right, let me try this again. Failed to connect to server. All right, let me try this again. Okay, let me try this one more time.
Oh no.
Okay.
Friends?
Friends?
Get my phone. Go into the chat and be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can, but I mean, I think everyone knows at this point. But oh, wait, we're back. Oh, I don't know if we're back or not.
Hello.
Maybe we're back.
Welcome
Maybe
to the
we're
chat
not.
room.
This is the greatest stream I've ever seen. Ever. All right, like I promised, and I'm gonna have to get reconnected to Randy.
Sorry,
Cloakbase.
Your stream.
No Baxter Stockman gifts in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're glad to be back. I'm gonna restart up the
everything.
The
everything.
We're gonna switch games every time the power goes out. That's tonight's gimmick. And when we get through all the games, we're gonna end the stream. But I think we'll have to just try this again a different night. But let me try calling again.
I just figured
and see if this works.
Star Trek.
Hello, are we back? Hello, Randy.
Hello. You
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, so tonight's gimmick for the stream is we're gonna change the game every time we have to reconnect because it basically freezes the game when that happens. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna see how it goes. So that was Star Trek. Star Trek didn't, I mean, it was fun. I don't know. I'm so frazzled right now. What, Thunder Alley? Anybody? Thunder Alley?
Okay.
Let's try Thunder Alley.
Thunder Alley's easy, and it really doesn't matter if it resets.
Even better. All right.
Would you like?
I might need to change some of the filtering on here, but
I take the control from you.
There you go.
People hated the logo because it sounds like somebody's just tossing a coin in an old tin cup, but I wanted to make the sound of an arcade machine when you drop the quarter in.
Oh, that's for... Whoa. There we go. Fixed it. All right.
Should I practice or should I tournament?
But I mean, that's supposed to be a nostalgic sound. They should be more excited for that.
I'm tournament ready.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Watch out for Tango. Yeah, Dave likes the sound.
So these are all characters. These are all characters from 10 Pin Alley Bowling.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. And we're going to be playing that after this, I think.
So they wanted to save money and they didn't want to pay for new character art. So I said, we'll just have the 10 Pin Alley characters.
That's awesome.
That's the race.
Oh, wrong
thank you, Curdle.
I was reversing. Oops.
Whoa. And I remember every time I would see 3D on GBA.
Doom, like, game engine for GBA. And
oh, really?
Turned it into an outside track racing thing, yeah.
That's awesome.
It used to have a mode. The original engine builder made it for cities, so the city driving for Driver 3. And we turned it into this Grand Canyon looking thing.
That's awesome.
So they paid us, the company that produced this, $20,000 to make this game on GBA.
Whoa. That's
we worked our butts off for months on this.
That is pretty incredible.
It's a very tiny amount of
money.
No.
There's a shortcut to your right. Oh, you missed it.
Oh, there was a shortcut? Oh.
Whoa.
I'll have to remember that the next time I go back there.
If you pick up the steering wheels, you handle better and you drive faster.
Ah. This is like equivalent of me driving right now. Oh, there you go. I got you.
Yeah, I just remember whenever I saw.
So this is actually the engine that was used in GBA Drivers 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't hit the oil slick.
Don't hit the oil slick.
But the cones are fair game. I will hit those. They can't fight back.
They just slow you down a little.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't tell if that was a person or what.
I can't tell if you're going backwards or not.
I'm not going backwards. Believe me, I did that earlier. I'm not going backwards again. Oh no, I wanted to go there.
You thought that was a shortcut?
I didn't, but I wanted to try anyways, just to see what would happen.
Oh, Nia worked as a QA tester on this. Nice.
Nice.
Yes, Nia did.
Pretty great. But yeah, I always just remember being impressed seeing any
very thorough
3D on GBA.
Those tacks on the ground?
Whoa.
And I don't know if I ran over a person or what.
That was Nitro.
Oh, Nitro! Okay, so I want to hit that. Awesome. I will hit it next time. Cool. No oil slick. Oh, I missed it.
Ooh, that tracks, Cloak Base. That tracks.
QA expert.
Was your dad mad at you for crashing the game?
Oh no. I get it tracked. Oh.
I can crash most of my games. I never get mad at people.
Isn't that part of the job though? Because you have to see what you can do to break the game before you make it like more, I guess, strong. I don't know if stronger is the right word, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely. You want to be ruthless on the game and find ways to make it wrong. Yeah.
Candy, Chucky, Tango, and Biff.
So
I wasn't
you
too
were
far behind.
just a single racer, and those 3 other racers were AIs. And I was so disappointed we couldn't set up a multiplayer with a cable and let people play against each other.
Oh yeah, that would have been really awesome. It's okay, this time I am prepared. That was just a warm-up.
A much better game.
Oh, Dave wants to know, how did you get started in your game dev career?
So, way back in 1977, I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. In 1979, my friend Steve Perrin and Greg Stafford, they told me that I should probably become a video game designer if I was going to ever make money in games.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned how to program and learned how to do all the things that needed to be done and did a bunch of indie games, and then finally got work on at Spectrum Holobyte and actually was the designer on that Star Trek game.
Oh, nice. I mean, that's a pretty...
I had to be a QA and customer support guy first, but I finally got moved into the game division.
Nice. And well worth it, I'm sure.
This one was all coded in C++.
Okay.
We had no game. Well, the guy who built it originally did the Driver 3, but we didn't have a game engine per se. We had to code everything ourselves.
Okay. Oh, Jazz wants to know, have you ever met anyone famous in the video game biz? I would imagine you have.
I am not only met them, many of them are my good friends. The
Does it brighten up your day?
I wish it warmed me up.
Me too. Oh wait, I guess I should. Oops, hold up. Don't look at that, everybody.
You didn't see anything.
I'm gonna try to stop and start. Well, we're gonna do 10-Pin Alley too.
Oh wow, the prequel to the Amazing Racing.
Well,
I'm ready to 10-pin that out. Or the 10-pin alley or 10-pin alley?
10-Pin Alley.
Okay, I can see.
It's still failing to connect. Whoa. Connect. 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 Connect.
I'm just
Oh.
worried. It'll be any
On Friday.
or Saturday.
Maybe not. Ooh. Wait. Did it work? Are we live? I think we're live. Wow.
Holler if you can hear us.
I think they can hear us.
Can you hear me?
But I just hello.
Hi.
Hello. So is this a good idea to keep trying this? One more strike 2. How many strikes do we get? How many strikes do we get?
The show is back.
I think we definitely
Strike 2 is perfect for.
We owe Randy
10-pin
a future stream regardless of what happens. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying.
All we can do is try.
Let me.
Maybe.
Oh wait, I think we're connected. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're connected. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this stream never goes down. All right, I think we're ready.
Oh no.
Yeah. What's wild is the Discord just keeps us connected even when you lose power.
That's pretty crazy. But I'm glad at least because that's one less thing I have to set up.
I'm ready to bowl.
10-Pin Alley.
I'm ready to bowl.
Because yeah, if I had a UPS
the 10-pin
for
alley was.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It was based on the Sonari bowling for mobile back in the old flip phone days.
Mm-hmm.
The J2ME and Brew game. And they said, oh, this is my friend of mine, said, oh, can you port this over to GBA and make it all work? And I said, sure, let's do that. And so that was how we got the deal with these crappy publishers that didn't pay enough.
Oh no, Kayla, that's a gutter ball.
By the
That's
way,
just like me in
our
real
first
life.
project was Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I have the Beholder
But
game.
we didn't have anybody doing business. Yeah. So this was our second and third game was the 10-pin alley bowling. I got a little better at selling games after these two.
Nia said you got one, so I thought that was you.
I appreciate it. That was not me. I got a foul and a gutter ball. Which is just accurate to what I do in real bowling, so we'll get it next time. I'll get it. I have presumably 9 to 10 frames to get at least one pin. I will get it.
So when Wii Bowling finally came out and we didn't have to have the golf meters anymore, I was so happy. I was like, finally.
Yeah, Wii Bowling was incredible.
You can still throw that controller around, so it's not really too much better. Because you can injure somebody in that game.
But that's just like real bowling.
You can't.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I play video game bowling to escape real bowling. I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, what's up, Charvader Gold Chain? He says this bowling alley is missing the clouds of cigarette smoke and the senior citizens bullying me as a middle schooler.
Aww.
Well, this is officially the Outback, like the the hillbilly bowling, and it gets fancier the further you bowl in the game.
You start the local leagues and you end up in the national.
So it's all wood planks and.
I like how focused they all are.
Why does he hold it behind his head? Is that safe?
Bowling isn't safe. Unless bowling behind your head. I'm gonna figure this out. Alright.
So it really was the most boring because you had to bowl against 3 AIs, and it's not fun. I said when we were making it, I said, can we just do 2? Can we just do 2?
I don't like the way they smile.
The drama poses.
Oh boy.
So the artist on this and the one they were the ones that went off to be art director at oh shoot, I'm gonna forget the name of the company now. They did the girl, the genie that does the platforming
Way
on
Forward,
the
the Shantae game or whatever.
Way Forward, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shantae. So the guy who did all this was his first paid sprite work.
Oh wow.
And he went on to be art director and then creative director at Way Forward.
That's pretty funny. Humble beginnings.
Hey, we all gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I finally hit some, yeah! Figuring it out. It's like real bowling. Just gotta figure it out. Probably not gonna hit it this time, but I'm trying. Oh, nice! Almost got a spare. I'm not gonna beat the AI, but I can at least try. Gonna do it. I'm not getting my spell zero. This is. Yeah.
Good job.
That's my goal in real bowling. And this is the same. There's just no
one
bowling.
of the things, besides hiring Nia, one of the things that happened in my career was I learned that hiring high school kids to come in and test was a lot of fun.
Whoa. Jazz, you miss bowling? It's right here.
I like bowling when bowling doesn't hurt me. Bowling's all heavy though.
I just can't believe this. Why does he have the ball behind his head?
I don't want to see how he actually throws the ball, you know, or rolls it. That doesn't look.
Oh, he used to be part of a bowling team. That's awesome.
It is pretty. Professional bowler Jazz. Yeah.
I was on a high school team, and that meant that I got to walk over to the bowling alley from high school, bowl, and then come back all in one period.
That's awesome. Press the AE button. Ooh.
I did. Oh shit! How? I'm not the only one. Well, that was cool. I just have good memories of.
We
dropping
actually
the
had
ball.
the AIs get slightly better as you progressed.
Oh.
So you gotta watch AI trounce all over you for, like Frame was saying, 3/4 of the game.
I love these reactions when people screw up.
That was cool. Aw. He's not pleased with himself. He's fumbling.
That sounds scary, Sparky.
The other thing is I did all the sound and all the music on these, and I do not know how to compose music.
I mean, considering it turned out pretty good, I'd say. So it was pretty much just kind of a like plug things in, see if it sounded decent.
Yeah, it was a Japanese MIDI composer.
Oh, okay.
That I could convert using a tool to GBA. And so it would you'd plug in things like I'd like.
Well, hopefully it comes back. I guess we're going to play a different game. Let's see. Oh, and it keeps freezing every time. Oh.
No! That's also every time the power goes.
Whoa.
I was getting better at the game too.
What's the next game we're gonna play? Maybe the Dungeons and Dragons. Try that. Let's see if that works. Let me see if I can reboot everything.
Yeah.
It's still getting online. It looks like whoa. Slowly but surely. This will be a good archive stream.
The night the power went out.
Yeah.
And over and over.
Oh, wait, I can see chat from Freem. That's always a good thing. I think maybe. All right, let me do this. Refresh. I think we're back. Maybe. We're back.
You are back.
All right, so.
Oh, yes. Hello again.
Okay, so. Clearly, things are not working out very well, but here's what we're going to do. And it's funny because whenever we start talking about cool things like composing MIDIs and whatnot, it's like that's when the power decides to go boom and cut out. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to try again. Dungeons and Dragons on GBA. Yeah, keep talking about the music composer actually, and then maybe because I want to hear what you were saying, Randy.
Okay.
And
so it was a Japanese shareware developer or freeware developer made this tool, and it would output in a format that my GBA converter would work with. And so I was looking at it and going, hey, I think I can generate these little teeny sound sequences and make it all work. Basically make everything as fun as I could possibly do it, and pass it off as background music for a video game. And I actually got a review in a magazine that said, hey, the background music's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So I owe it to this free tool on the internet.
That's good stuff. But yeah, so I guess all I was going to say is clearly we're having some issues, so we're going to try one more time. I kind of expect at this point power to flicker, but we're hoping tomorrow will be better. So if you're okay to do this again around
I'm willing to try again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll keep going. We'll play some D&D. I think we'll revisit everything because I feel like Star Trek and basically none of the games tonight got much of a fair shake, but assuming this is going to be the last broadcast from us.
You've been trapped in a dungeon.
You've been trapped in a dungeon.
Not again.
But yeah, do you want to talk about the Kickstarter you got going while we're live, so we can kind of inform people about that and the campaign going on?
So,
and Jazz pledged.
Way back 40 years ago when I started, I was making tabletop RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm teaching and I'm making some video games on the side, but I'm not doing these big year-long projects where I don't do anything else, I thought, hey, why don't I self-publish some tabletop role-playing games? So now I've got a Kickstarter called the Gruesome Ghoulies. And you've got links in the thing here, and that's great. Basically, it's the spooky RPG of cartoon hijinks.
Oh, nice.
You play a ghoulie who has a job in the city, so he drives from the graveyard in their hot rod to their job in the city. Interacts with the human beings who don't realize that they're ghoulies. And then they get hooked up in murder mysteries and robberies and invasions from outer space. And then they have to race in their hot rods and play rock and roll.
That's awesome. These sound effects are killing me.
Idea based on the cartoons I loved as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that's what it's about. It's like, Scooby-Doo meets gruesome. It's just good. It's a lot of fun, and I was inspired by like the Monkeys and anything else that was a group of teenagers trying to solve crimes on television, right?
You're making quick work of them.
And so is those meddling teenagers. So we actually had an in-house art team for this one. We were only 4 guys, but we were working hard.
It's cool though that you start that.
So I coded all the menus and all the character interface stuff. And another guy coded all this 3D or top-down combat. I coded all the wandering around the maze in pseudo 3D.
I wonder if Dave heard that sound just now.
The butter gnome sound?
When you win, it plays this victory sound that I assume comes from some kind of stock library, but we had a Sesame Street Super Grover tape. Is it a butter gnome sound? Is that what it is? It was the victory fanfare.
That's my word for it. Right. It's a fanfare sound, but it comes from the I can't believe it's not butter. Imperial margarine. When they would eat imperial margarine,
oh really?
A crown would appear on their head, and it would go doo 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 doo.
That's hilarious. The Start heard it.
So I always said it's the butter gnomes.
The butter gnomes.
Why am I moving that way? Go back.
You got to have gnomes that steal socks. You got to have gnomes that make butter. You got to
have butter. I want them to approach.
Hopefully Start's phone didn't rumble too much from the Discord call that I tried to make happen.
It's P-Start.
It's P-Start.
I thought you were right here in the chair at the start. You looked a bit like Kirby.
But yeah, I guess if we have another
we did we had a lot of fun making this D&D game because it had already been a D&D game on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with a map that looked a little bit like the old one. But then we immediately started freaking players out. And so they were playing from the old walkthrough for the game. And then they got lost and then they couldn't figure out what was going on. And it's because we changed everything.
Got to keep them on their toes.
It's all based on Dungeons and Dragons, the 3rd edition rules, and we actually had more D&D in this game than Neverwinter Nights had in their big game.
Oh wow!
More spells, more monsters, more classes, more everything.
Longsword.
Unfortunately, it was not a Japanese role-playing game. And it wasn't really an American role-playing game. And so people didn't get it. Our publisher loved it. There were fans all over the world. But it wasn't the #1 selling game.
Right.
We actually, on a business trip, I went to Italy and I saw a cartridge in a glass case and it was 500 euros.
Oh, really?
Oh,
and I asked the guy, I said, why is this 500 euros? And he goes, this is the amazing Dungeons and Dragons game. And he took a picture with us while we were there.
That's pretty awesome. A Kodak moment.
the Kodak moment. For sure.
Oh, keep missing.
So Flash is actually one of my characters.
Oh, off of like a real D&D campaign?
And a real tabletop game. Yeah.
Nice.
And everybody had their own favorite characters. Thiamin was another guy that was part of the team. It was his favorite character. Gideon was based on the artist who did the work. So I came up with almost all the characters and names that once we got past the regular guys. I'm gonna give you guys a clue here.
Okay.
That's an Easter egg.
Uh-oh.
If you make a character called Pinky that is a half-elf female, you get a super character that is super good at the game and it unlocks other modes.
Oh, whoa.
Nice. Thanks.
And nobody on the internet has ever found that.
Really? That's pretty incredible.
Nobody. Yeah, you were the first ones I'm telling that to.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's dang. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to.
Voog, try it. I want to. I think. Should we just reset?
Probably. Might as well. You need to see this in action.
I think yeah.
So
we will.
But is it after a tutorial or something? Is this a tutorial?
No, this is the.
Did you make a character?
No, it's when you're creating a new party.
Oh, okay.
So I have to start over.
So do you want to go in and start over?
Make a new character.
All right, let's try it. All right, here we go.
Start me over.
But the question is, how do we spell Pinky?
And hopefully I remembered correctly, because it has been 20 years, right?
With a Y or an IE?
What's up,
Wizard's Milk?
Pinky, and by the way, this is all based on, this is Britney Spears' pet name by Justin Timberlake.
So I would do add to party. Or do I roll a new character?
Roll a new character.
Roll a new character. And P.
Rolling.
I.
Pinky. Yeah.
And KY.
Yep.
Okay. Female. Ooh, but what alignment?
And pick female. And I think lawful good.
Lawful good. Half elf.
And then half elf. Yeah.
Ooh, do I need a certain portrait? Because I don't know if this is good for.
And I would pick a. Yeah, and pick a different portrait.
I mean, this is a half elf, but I think
there's a lot of wonderful.
There are a lot of strange characters.
Which one looks like Britney Spears? I'll just have to go with this and hope. Next miniature. That works, I think. Roll. Oh wait, is that it? Because 18, 18, 18, 18.
There it is. You got
Nice.
perfect 18s all the way through.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Levels.
That's incredible. Thank you.
Excellent rolling, guys.
Yeah, we did it. And then I'm still gonna make a bad character somehow. Does it max out your skill points too, or is that just?
It just gives you everything else is the same. It just fakes the rolls.
A party of pinkies.
Yeah. That would be pretty hilarious.
It said Pinky to the party.
So.
Wow.
Oh wait, Flash is gone now as well. Well, you gotta have Wobby. I do want to do a party, but can you make more than one Pinky? Or will it not let you?
What's up, JD?
No, I don't think it'll let you. I think it'll only do it once.
And Carl will do. Alright, there you go. Now you got Pinky.
So, wait for the rocks to fall, and now instead of turning right, turn left. And walk through that wall.
It won't let.
Is it letting you?
No.
Oh, dang.
I'll
have to look at the code and see if I can find it. There's a secret that.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
That'll let you into a room that has all kinds of magic items that you can equip your.
That's pretty great.
It's pretty. Oh, they're there. We're ready this time.
I put so many Easter eggs.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes, yeah. Or don't.
We got Pinky now.
Pinky can handle anything. Certainly. Or not. Pinky hit pretty good though. That's not. Pinky can't help us win. Pinky does. Come on, Wobby.
So, it's a fun game, and we had all kinds of fun making the opening sequence, making the traps. Probably it's about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes in, you encounter a kobold that
nice.
Tells you that he's the super boss kobold. But he's really just a shaman that's faking that he's the super boss kobold. And later on the second level, you meet the real boss kobold. And he is not a kobold, really. He's something else. So we did as many twists and turns and as many, oh my god, what happened? The reason that there's a Carl character in is because every game I do has to have an homage to Die Hard in it.
That's awesome.
We're gonna get you.
Imagine.
Get him.
So I will remind people that the grass wasn't quite that fluorescent green on the GBA.
Because I mean, yeah, most of the early GBA games had to account for the fact that there wasn't the backlight or good lighting that like the SP and stuff introduced, right?
Right. It wasn't a yeah. So this had a backlight, but it was a really low end LCD.
Yeah.
And so green didn't come out very well, and we had to oversaturate it.
Butter
so all those menus, all this 3D exploration stuff, all that was what I coded, and then
nice.
Does
maybe the goblins just play a lot of mini golf.
Of work. Yeah.
Well, there she goes.
Eddie, don't forget the pinky cheat. Don't forget.
Now the SP isn't the same as the GBA. The SP is just a Game Boy with a light in it.
That's pretty.
So it's you can play your Game Boy games in a GBA, but you can't do backwards.
Oh, who's gonna break it to Randy that he's wrong? Is it gonna be you, Kayla?
I can see though.
Don't worry, Nia's correcting you. This is more Nia's territory.
Oh.
It can play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games though, which it is.
The SP was a folding Game Boy.
Randy has a Game Boy Light. Yeah, so I think Freem is right. You might be thinking of the Game Boy Light.
The SP is a lot like a folding Game Boy.
Yeah, it's the clamshell thing.
I know, I have one of them. I still do. And it's amazing.
Oh, it wasn't. It was.
I got one of them for my birthday.
Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah, there are a lot of Game Boys, so it's pretty understandable to.
My one of my friends who's designer on many games that I worked on with him, he was showing everybody Pokemon when we all were playing on our Game Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes and he shows, hey, you can pull the cartridge out and still play it. He pulls it out and plugs it in, and pulls it out and plugs it in. And then all of a sudden he's looking at the screen and it just goes blank. And he goes, what just happened? And he'd lost all of his Pokemon and his game was erased.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Oh, my Pokemon.
Don't take your cartridges in and out. Those old days, man.
The pinky Easter egg.
My favorite part is that everybody who's ever played Pokemon already knows everything that you ever need to know about playing a role-playing game. I hardly have to explain anything anymore. So.
Mm-hmm.
Leveling, stats.
I think we're all dead.
Wait, our super character didn't carry us?
No. Your super character
Pinky died? Pinky can't die. The Pinky died.
Pinky's back.
Pinky can die.
Apparently so. Even Pinky has limits. Well, do you want to? We could try some of those Lego games, maybe, and see how those.
Be cool.
The Lego games are for kids. But
they're perfect for me.
Have fun with them because I made them fun.
The entertainment. You must be entertained. I got it.
Trust me, it's right up my alley. Kayla, let me play the adult games. Thank you.
What?
All right, let's get this Lego stuff going. Hopefully the power stays on.
I was just thinking about it, but I was also thinking about not saying anything.
What, you think I'm gonna jinx it?
It's actually stayed on.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's try one of these Lego games. I had them set up on here, but I guess I forgot to save. But I can hopefully get it set up again before the power flickers.
Yeah, everyone is going to sleep. No one's using the power right now. They all turn everything off when they go to bed.
It's possible.
Time to shut everything down. Press the switch.
Alright, so that works, but I need to make it full screen.
Lego!
Pinky died so the power gets down.
That makes the most sense to me.
Right,
I agree, Dan. It's a good time. We're on the air.
Ooh,
and we're gonna Lego on the air.
That didn't work.
Lego!
Okay, let me try this.
I love edutainment.
Me too.
And you see, we don't get edutained that often.
That is also true. I guess I could try changing the resolution. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Whoa. I can see the screen.
I mean, I can see the Lego game,
Cool.
but I don't feel... This might work. We'll try this, see how this goes.
Well, it's not Bionicle, then. Or it. I remember Bionicle. Brother had some with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Guess which brother?
Well, we got the intro.
Might be the one that's still in the chat. Maybe.
This was such a big deal for Lego. They were so happy with this opening.
It's pretty amazing.
It was so cute.
We focus tested this with a lot of little kids, including one 3-year-old girl who had never used a computer before, and she had no idea what she was doing, but she loved every minute of it.
That's awesome.
As long as we make the kids happy.
Yeah, it's about the kids.
It's about the kids. Look her.
This was such a high point of my career, making something that was for little teeny kids and watching them just the smile on their faces when they played.
Click on your name to start the game.
You'll notice I already entered cool as a name.
Your name, use the keyboard to type it in.
How about multitap?
What the fuck?
Actually, how about Pinky?
Alright, are you controlling it?
So is this mostly with the mouse, or do you use other stuff? Because I had to type in my name.
All with the mouse. Yeah,
okay.
All with the mouse.
Oh, I should have listened.
I love hanging in a tree.
So that's the guy who was the voice in the Scream and the voice of Mojo Jojo.
Really?
That's Mojo Jojo?
Kayla's a huge Powerpuff fan.
Yes, I am. Watch it every day. That's awesome.
That looks great.
So I would hire him on every game that I had to have voices on because he lives here in the San Francisco area.
That's awesome. This is so cool. I'm shocked. Tell you or not, Dan.
And he would always do for our monkey. He would always do all the dirty lines too.
That looks great.
He'd be like, that looks great.
Looky, a magic brick for you.
Oh
Let's
boy.
play with that.
What does the magic brick do? Oh, I'm supposed to collect them all?
It's like a Pokemon.
Yep.
Oh, now you're beating on the
So
chicken.
now you've got a magical area where you can decorate your own stuff.
Don't hurt the poor chicken. Go ahead.
I'll just be here the rest of the stream.
So at different points we had things like you could pop the balloons and people got upset that you could pop the balloons, so we had to make the balloons come back.
They must live. I heard about that show, Jazz, because I read online that they were gonna like do a live action reboot, and I am worried. I feel like the best way they could do that would be to make the Powerpuff Girls like CG and everything else live action, but it also would still be weird and off-putting. I don't know. They've already messed up once with the newer cartoon. I don't want to watch anything but the old stuff.
Look at the numbers.
I'm a hater of any of the newer
Oh, I can only paint this duck one way.
On the picture. 3. That's
Make
right.
that look beautiful.
I wanted to make green Daffy, but they didn't like it.
Very creative.
Daffy only comes in one color.
Good job.
Where's my mallet?
The game says very creative, but then it tells me to do things
So
one
the
way.
idea of this was that
Oh,
even
no,
though he's a number guy, he's teaching you how to do paint by numbers as artwork.
10.
Aw.
I give this
The
painting
art
a 10.
Character would teach you how to read, and the reading character would teach you about counting, and so everybody had a different approach to teaching their lessons.
Well,
And it allowed kids to learn cross discipline.
Which is pretty cool, and that is how they try to do it now. So that's
Good job.
awesome.
I'm thinking of a letter. You click on the picture of the word that starts with that letter. D. Correct.
Dog.
This lady
That-
was amazing. I loved her from the first time she
Okay.
auditioned.
Good job. X.
Silent.
Good job. O. I am proud of you. You deserve the highest letter of praise. Or perhaps a magic brick. S.
That's not a letter.
I do like magic bricks. Am I collecting?
You got the pogo stick.
I thought I would be collecting more of those objects of
I think you've
power.
only got the pogo stick so far.
You gotta beat the next level of game to get the next one.
Oh, so do I keep playing the same game? And then
I'm wondering, but you know.
I'll stick with the giraffe.
Pleased to win. I. Correct. U. J.
J.
C.
Chapel.
Took me a while.
R.
Rocket.
G. That's right.
Grr.
U.
Umbrella.
E. Correct.
This is strangely
K.
difficult for me.
Upon finishing.
Like ghost.
You know the colors
it were.
red and blue. You know the letters I and U. You've made me think. You've made me laugh. I am one happy giraffe.
Wow.
And here is a magic brick to show my appreciation. Y.
Why?
D. Way to go, H. Q. Good job. Y. O.
Y.
Way to go, K. S. Correct. U.
Umbrella.
G.
Go.
You did it. I. W. A poem upon finishing. You know the colors red and blue. You know
I
the
do
letters
declare.
I and
So
you.
the lady that recorded this was awesome.
You made
The
me
guy who
laugh.
wrote all
I am
this,
one happy giraffe.
I could not
And
believe
here is
how
a magic
he
brick
could
to show
he
my
could
appreciation.
write for Saturday Night Live, but he could write for kids games too, and it was just amazing to watch him
Mhm.
to watch what he did. Yeah.
You had a good job.
There, you got the UFO.
Whoa!
I don't understand how I did.
Abduct those chickens.
Let's
I'll play the horse game.
how I got up here. Yellow,
Oops.
yellow, yellow.
Okay, Don't understand. Yellow.
Once you use yellow.
You need to get the yellow on the yellow.
That's
Way to go!
okay.
Yellow and blue make green.
Oh, make green.
Yellow and blue make green.
They sure do.
Yellow and blue make green.
So
There we go.
Designing 60 mini games like this,
Pop the correct blue.
I created a scripting language that allowed us to code all the games
Good job.
and a
Yellow.
game engine that worked like Shockwave, but it was our own engine.
You did it. Blue.
And so all of these
You
games
did
are
it.
coded in
Yellow
scripting
and
language,
blue
and they
make
all
green.
work inside of a
Yellow
little
and
PC
blue
and
make
Mac
green.
player.
Yellow and blue make green.
Yellow and blue is green. I did
I
it.
was
You were a winner. And here's your prize. Yellow.
I was the lead engineer and the lead designer on this one.
Oh, nice.
Pop the way to go. Blue.
Blue.
Correct. Red and blue make purple.
Whoa,
Way to
purple. I'm
go.
sorry.
Red
This
and
is getting
blue
too
make
advanced for
purple.
me. I didn't hear this purple color.
Correct. Yellow and red make orange.
Treehouse
Pop the
Trolls
correct.
game.
You did it. Red.
Red. You gotta wait for it. Red
Pop
is
the
going
correct
as slow as it
blue over
can.
one of the
Randall.
bricks to make the color I say. Yahoo! I knew you were a winner.
Oh, I got the paddle. I should play with my UFO too.
Yeah, put the UFO. You need to grab those chickens, yo.
I'm doing fine. This is
why
exactly
someone
the game I
making a scary
needed.
face?
Oh no, what did I click? Oh no.
Click the exit.
Click on. Hey, hey, hey!
Hey,
Click
hey,
the
hey.
door.
I bet you're wondering how I got up here. You've heard about horse.
Maybe I should play a different game.
By the way, anytime you could leave the
my
game,
voice is
and
a
if you go
little
back
too
to the sign,
low.
you can go back
I thought
into
if I sat
the.
way up in a tree,
to the
my
toys.
voice would be
Nah, we love
That's
toys.
exactly what I needed to hear.
The toys are their favorite part.
The sign.
So click on the star on the top of the sign. No, you went past it again.
There we go. All right, thank you. UFO.
Get the chicken! Another space chicken.
It turns out this is exactly the game I
So the
needed.
UFO is all about abducting things.
Stamps. Whoa. I gotta play a different game. Let's see.
So
Use the panda.
A poem.
Oh my gosh, look at that face!
That's scary.
A poem. Welcome. Yippee.
I haven't talked to the alligator.
So the little girl that I talked about, she couldn't even use a mouse. And she just moved the mouse over things and they talked and she spent a good 20 minutes just on this screen outside, just touching things with the pointer.
As long as she's enjoying it.
That honestly sounds a lot like me though. So-
She had a blast. When she was done, she came up and she asked me, she says, "Can I have the pony?"
oh.
And I actually had a box of Legos with me and I gave her the pony out of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Aw.
This barn.
Hey.
I want to swing from the rafters. Of course, I want to swing from anything. So click on me.
3.
3? What am I? What?
You just gotta put the blocks that looks like in the same spot.
Oh.
Match them up.
Oh, I see.
Hey, good job. 2.
Match them up.
Match 'em
You
up.
do well in hey, good job. You're getting
So
More
the
than
monkey's
the
the
number of
artist.
blocks you're matching at one time.
He's teaching
Matches.
numbers, but he's teaching how numbers look.
Ah.
That's pretty cool.
good job. How come you're so good at
Oh well. Thank you, monkey.
So this won awards all around the world. We did special games for almost every country.
You're doing great job. You don't
Definitely deserves it. It's really cool.
I don't want to unlock all the objects, but
Yeah, we
It was enchanting.
Old MacDonald.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I get into a barn, I want to sing. Well, actually, Whenever I go anywhere, I want to sing.
So she's the music character, and she's kind of ditzy.
Way to go!
Ooh, 3.
Way to go!
Nia wants to know who's the panda's voice actor or voice actress.
I don't recall. I never hired her again. It was somebody that was maybe suggested by the Lego team themselves. I don't know.
5. But I mean, if you quit, it plays credits, right? Doesn't it? I think. Because I kind of remember.
That's a good question. It's been too long.
Let me see, because
over 20 years for me.
I kind of recall that. So let me see. Yeah, here we go. And we may. Oh, game design, Randy Angle. I wonder if it'll list the VAs though. Lead programmer Randy Angle.
Having a hoot and a hollering good time over there.
Start says his favorite part of these games is seeing Randy's name.
Oh.
I agree.
Believe me, it's been part of my favorite part of the career is seeing my name in these things.
Oh.
I wonder if
We had to work with people in different countries because, like, counting games don't work the same in every country. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Special thanks go to all the children, staff, and teachers worldwide who gave their valuable input throughout the development of this title. Oh, there's voice direction. Maybe we did miss the...
I don't see the voice.
Uh-oh.
Let's watch it again.
Yeah.
And now it's probably going to go to my desktop. Uh-oh. Oh, you didn't see nothing. All right, I'm going to try to get the other Lego game.
Or there's more Lego?
There's at least one more.
Whoa.
Lego My Style.
We don't need to spend as much time on the other Lego game.
Lego.
Lego.
Let's go.
I'll tell you to play the number game with the art character, I think.
Oh, okay.
Jazz, I don't think it's safe to say anything. I'm pretending that. I'm not pretending I saw or see anything that you're saying right now, actually.
Is it outages?
What are you talking about? Power outages? What?
Whatever happened?
Huh? Jinx it.
Let me see if that works. Because that's having some trouble getting.
I'm a chuckster.
So do we need to tell people to be sure to get the European version of the D&D game, not the American version?
Oh yeah, because is that you said there were some bugs that didn't get resolved in the US one? So
there's a serious bug in the American version that'll erase your game.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's a
Start the game.
Whoa.
Or,
here we
if
go.
you don't see
So,
the game, use the
there's a
keyboard
potion
to
that
type
you
it in.
drink later in the game called the elixir of life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have forgery skill, you don't recognize that it's a fake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's poison and you die.
Sounds like fun.
And not only did you die, we erased your cartridge.
For good measure.
I feel like that's appropriate. That's
was
city. The shapes. If I were to say that I'm glad to.
All right, so
we
which
fixed
games?
that in the European version?
If I
And
were-
so if
you know,
let's try.
There's a riddle.
This is the music guy. That's the art. Try the tie-dye shirt.
Okay.
Hey, let's get started. All you have to do is click on me.
Oh, let's go to the door.
Okay, go to the door.
Yeah, she's gonna teach you the stuff. Let's click on the numbers on the sign.
Numbers on the sign. Okay.
Hi.
And then click on the painter.
Hi.
So now click
I'm
on
Michelle Angelo.
painter. Yeah.
I get the feeling that this is a painting frog. If you click on me, we can find out.
Let's see.
Each jar of paint
So
is marked to tell you how far the
adults
frog
couldn't
will jump
figure
in
out
what
how to play this
direction.
game.
Click
Their
on
parents.
one of the jars, then click on
But the
frog
kids
to make it
immediately
jump.
figured out to.
Ready? I know the frog
If you
is.
paint red, it goes -2. And
Mm-hmm.
if you paint blue, it goes +3. And you have to catch the bugs. So how do you catch the bug that's one lily pad away?
Okay, so I gotta move the frog. Okay, yeah, I did it! I did it! I think.
This was actually something that the kids grasped immediately, and the parents never got.
Go!
That's
Because
pretty
they
cool.
wanted to do it in one paint, right?
That looks great.
Uh-oh, now it's getting tricky.
Now move forward.
You can do it.
Oh wait, oh,
You did it.
math. Ooh, but I don't know about this one, because 1, 2, 3, oh no, that'll be fine. That's perfect.
Well, I guess the frog.
So
has
we
had
made
enough
we
to eat
made
for now.
actually full-on
I'm sure he would like
animation
to thank
systems
you
where
by
kids
giving
could
you this magic brick.
like make a movie out of their little parts and record it, and then it would play it back, tell their own stories. This was a brilliant game for like exploring what you can do in an interface for little
Try
kids,
going
right?
the other way.
Frog's gotta go back.
Stuff like that.
You
That
did
jump.
it.
Whoa.
Whoa!
I got a helicopter. Whoa. I feel accomplished.
There it goes.
Are they playing taps?
And like I said, kids got this game perfectly, and adults were like, "What's going on? Why are there so many bricks in here? What's going on?"
As long as the kids get it.
The thing that I.
Almost.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Alright, is there another game on here that I should try out?
No, that you I think that you've experienced probably everything that we can tolerate.
Oh, let's try this guy anyway.
Do some cave painting? Just click on me. Push the bug towards the flower using your paintbrush. If you click on the wall, you can block him with the paint.
What?
You're hurting. You have to get him to the flower.
Oh, bye.
I don't get it.
But by the way, does anybody here even know a band from the late 80s and early 90s called Information Society?
No. I haven't heard of them. Wonder if anyone in the chat had. Maybe?
They were famous for a lot of like electric dance music and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold up. I need to go back.
So when I was working on Star Trek,
Addie knows.
Addie's heard of them.
the lead singer and
Oh.
the guy who started the band came in, and I showed him where the test, the audio test was in the Star Trek game.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat there for 45 minutes making songs in the audio test for Star Trek, because a lot of his music had actually used samples from the old series.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
All right, I think we're gonna do it.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, oops, I started on here. I think we're gonna play Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
We're gonna do it.
Lodor.
So this would, I have officially never played Lord of the Rings myself. I've only ever watched anybody play it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't actually have a PS2, so.
I haven't played it either, so this is a unique experience for me as well.
And you're gonna be the one playing it.
Whoa. It's been a long time since I've watched the Loader. Now I get to play.
Let me change the cropping and stuff. Oh, what's up, Alan?
Alan, nothing bad happened during the first hour of the stream.
I left. But it was an amazing project, and I hired 40 engineers to work on it. I was the technical director. I was on the design team and helped steer some of the design, not all of it, but some of it.
Awesome. Yeah, we're doing good, Alan. We're actually talking with Nia's dad, Randy, who's worked on all the games we've played tonight.
I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost. For none now live who remember it.
Oh, and apparently this game has an unskippable intro, so I hope y'all like Lord of the Rings, because...
Y'all need to be caught up to speed on
I can't remember exactly, but this is why I never played it either. Like, we had to wait.
But you get to see the movie again.
Fairest of all beings. 7 to
So I actually recommended that. I said, you don't shoot a $100 million movie without using scenes from the movie in the freaking game, right? Like
Right.
You have to do that. Because they were talking about doing it all as cinematics with in-game characters, and I'm like, no.
But they were all of them deceived. For another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord
one ring.
forged in secret a master ring to control all others.
Well, I think if you had a save, it might let you skip it, but I don't know.
His will to dominate all
Well, we need to be refreshed on the Lord of the Rings story.
One ring to rule them all.
How did he get that ring on? That's the part.
I thought it looked like he just kind of threw it in the air and it landed on it.
But there were some who resisted.
The Lord, the Lord.
And elves marched against the armies of Mordor.
Yeah, this is a little in-game CGI going on there. So we actually had the license and was working on the game early enough that we could have been out for the Fellowship. But EA was involved, and so it took an extra whole year to finish it, and so it was out for the Two Towers.
Oh boy.
Gross.
I stayed on for the first year, and when I realized it wasn't going to resolve itself, I said, I'm going to go start my own company and work on my dungeons. And
Fair.
Yeah.
There's Hugo weeping, I think.
Weaving Hugo.
Weaving Hugo.
Yeah, he's Elrond. If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've watched it.
So, one of the, if you guys remember PS2 games from the day, almost all PS2 games had a right stick camera control.
Mm-hmm.
Probably remember that. It was horrible. I couldn't even play a game if it had right stick camera control. It was just unwieldy. So I kept looking for good games that didn't have, that right stick camera control, and finally came on Lego Star Wars. And it had a smart camera that followed splines and camera hotspots and things like that in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And we duplicated all of that for Lord of the Rings. Always keep everything in the shot, and always kept the view the most cinematic that it could possibly be.
Oh, there, it's popping out of the hole. Oh, there.
So the guy who was the main mechanics designer on this was super into timing. You know, with the you had to hit the buttons at a certain point during each of the combats, and that was very Devil May Cry and a lot of other Japanese games at the time on PS2 were all about tap tap tappity tap 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 tap, you know, and then you would finally get your power up.
Get him, Kayla.
Love the fact that we got to use the music. We got to use a lot of the sound effects and things. Our art director actually went to the set and worked with the special effects guys and all the other people to, you know, looking at all the models and everything, and got tons of reference.
In this moment,
But Cloakbase, did they have a Soul Plane trailer on this game?
that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword.
Whoa.
Here goes his fingers now. He ain't wearing that ring anymore.
He lopped it off.
Thanks.
That's one way to take it off. If you've got that armor that doesn't allow it to go on and off.
Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated.
But the evil, it stayed.
The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever. But the hearts of men are easily corrupted.
Destroy it! No. I am
Isildur, why?
Not Isildur himself. My fate is my own. To Helm's Deep. Prego, go!
My Eric. I want to see
You did it!
Am I Aragorn?
Good.
I'm
No,
good?
in that scene you were sort of Aragorn's father.
Try to ignore the memory card Multitap Fire Pro in the corner. Thank you.
Oh. Then the Hobbit happened.
All Isengard is emptied. It is an army bred for
Yeah,
one
there's a lot
purpose,
in between
destroy the world of
this
men.
scene and that scene.
The Dark Lord draws near.
Yeah.
The Cloakbase said there's some NPR interview with Ian McKellen where he talks about how much he hated and continues to hate voice acting for video games.
Back, foul thing!
Is it because he had to do like...
It's not for everybody, that's for sure.
I'm gonna get you wherever you are.
It's because of... Is it because of all like alternate takes he would have to do and
Frodo?
stuff? Or... The grunts, okay, yeah.
Whoa.
I
A
just
lot
think
did
that-
happen
that
between now and then.
First of all, your directing talent is not as good. by any
Right.
means.
Get him. Frodo, help me out.
So everything sounds much flatter when you're in a studio talking to a video game director than it does.
I don't know. What's the shade? The shade! I don't really remember what part of this happened in the movie. fight him until I can't fight him no more. Hurry it up.
So this this should be the top of the mountain where the Frodo puts on the ring for the first time and sees the Nazgul and calling and beckoning him.
Well, the Nazgul's gonna get me. I'm gonna get.
He slipped it on once before this, but only for a second.
Whoa. Well, bye, Frodo.
This is when they stab him and they have to take him to the Elven.
You better give it an go.
Revive him.
Ooh, yeah. So Nia's got a good point. For anyone coming in, want to mention Randy's Kickstarter going on now. It's $90 from its goal, and one of the pledge rewards is a bundle of 2 of his tabletop RPGs for $9: Gruesome Ghoulies and Kaboomkin. Thank you, Nia.
Whoa!
Spell it right, Randy.
Nice. I think I figured out what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna burn him to death. Oh, but I might want more fire.
Oh, thank you, Addie.
Burn up! Come on, man. There. Yeah.
Burn him.
Burn him. Burn him good. Frodo, hide, bro. Hide, Frodo, hide. Get them now.
So there was a lot of people who sort of remembered a lot of like Lord of the Rings as this fun, exciting story of little elves and hobbits and all this stuff, and they took kids. And then this scene was so scary that parents right away realized this is not a children's movie at all.
Oh, airborne.
This was a pretty terrifying scene in the movie.
We
came up with the idea of using the fire because you want to feel at least a little more powerful than, like, why did these guys leave? You know, and so we came up with the idea of using the fire as basically progress in the beating these guys in the level and driving them back. They always say never to put your first level in as your actual first level. This was our first level.
I saw.
Whoosh.
My feel.
One more try.
My vision.
It's a hard mission to beat. It's a...
They seek the ring.
And his name is Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil was a merry fellow. Bright blue his jacket is, and his boots are yellow. That's all I remember about hero Tom Bomb. He shows up and then oh, come on, fire it up. Frodo, stay away. Let's show him up. Ooh, that's scary, y'all.
The interesting part in watching all these movies was trying to figure out what they kept and what they got rid of.
Frodo's getting in the way.
Oh, he's fine. If anything, I'm the only one.
Frodo,
I did it!
from them.
Good job.
They're everywhere!
They're everywhere.
Run, Frodo! Oh, they're timed. That's not good. I tried reading the first Lord of the Rings books.
There was a point in the design where I actually sent out an email to everyone on the team saying our game should be football and Frodo should be the quarterback. And Frodo has to get the ring into Mount Doom, and on easy mode you play Gandalf or Aragorn and you protect the quarterbacks while he bumbles his way through each level.
That would have been amazing.
And that was the premise of the game. And on medium, you play Gimli or Legolas. And on hard, you play Merry or Pippin, and you have to get him all the way to Mount Doom with Merry and Pippin.
Well,
Cloakbase says it's not too late for the Lord of the Rings Football League.
Extra hard mode, we should have you play. We should have Sam Gamgee and Bill the Pony, and they have to get Frodo all the way.
Yeah, I approve of this.
Noble Lemon says talk about fantasy football.
Oh, I did do. I'm sorry, Master Baggins.
So the producer who came on at the end of the project after I'd left, he saw this email finally and he goes, "Who's this guy Randy? And how come we didn't make that game? That would have been a cool game."
That would have been all over that.
I don't want to go to options.
Options.
Basically, one giant escort.
No,
mission
how much
for 10
options?
levels.
Everything is of difficulty.
Oh, easy, please.
It's too late for that.
Back, foul thing! They seek the ring.
I say you try one more time.
Jump on it! Oh, okay, fella. What? Right. Sorry. Sure.
I'm trying to think what games we have left, because I know there's at least one more.
Give me good.
And then some of those GBA ones we kind of.
Nicktoons is...
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so the Nicktoons we still have that we haven't played yet.
Mr. Nazgul, can you please inch a bit closer to me, please?
And it might be worth revisiting Star Trek, since that was your big break, and I feel like that one got kind of cut off.
It did. We should try again. I didn't get very far in it anyways. I got to meet a Romulan. I think that was about it. That's it.
My old boss. So Nia technically was involved in the Star Trek game too, even though she was 6 at the time. So.
Oh wow.
Hi.
Frodo, keep away from them.
No.
The testers couldn't solve all the puzzles, so Nia had to come in and solve them for them.
It sounds like Nia.
Yeah, Dano didn't get to see some games. Try some of those earlier games. How did you want?
Oh, Cloakbait says, question for Randy, have you played any of the later games, and if so, how much worse were they than yours?
Unlock Nia.
We shall find you.
So there are a lot of Lord of the Rings games. As a matter of fact, I don't even know all of the Lord of the Rings games, and I have never played any of them, including this one. I was just involved in it while it was being developed, so I know how some of the levels play.
Take it.
Oh, Dragmire wants to know, who do you prefer, Mr. Bean or Pee Wee Herman?
Okay, the death.
You know, I made a proposal to a friend the other day that he wanted to do a sitcom based on the Cenobites from Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if you're gonna do a sitcom of Hellraiser, you have to do Pee Wee Herman.
That would be pretty amazing.
What's up, Skynet? It's Senorby. That'll be fine.
All the characters are perfect for the characters that are the Cenobites in Hellraiser.
Oh, what's that Mollygob? Mollygob says Paul Rubens was a celebrity on Wheel of Fortune tonight. Oh, that's pretty hype.
That's pretty hype indeed.
You could have seen Pee Wee on Wheel of Fortune.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
The people were bringing up last night on the forum I was hanging out in, Mystery Man, and I loved Paul Rubens' character in that. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, that was a pretty great movie.
the fate of his all, little one.
Oh, no.
The reason it was brought up was because there's a tabletop role-playing game adaptation of all the characters from the movie as playable characters for a tabletop game. Yeah.
You did it.
Airborne.
All right, so I think
Excellent.
maybe we should switch to Nicktoons, and then we might try to revisit Star Trek.
Well, I leveled up.
Nice.
So,
It's not Commander, but I want Isildur's Rush.
Remember when I said that Dungeons and Dragons was for people, and it was real pleasure to work on? I think we had 5 at one point doing level design, and then we had 6 when we added a sound guy to it.
Mm-hmm.
But Nicktoons was almost 100% 4 people at the start until we needed a bunch of art, and then we hired 4 more people, and so it was one of my favorite games to work on of all time was Nicktoons.
That was a Lord of the Rings game based first. What was it? The Two Towers?
Yeah, that was the 2 Towers.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Let me see if I can. It is.
And Power Stone.
And out. He's sick.
So Power Stone and Gauntlet Legends were my inspirations for the original game engine for Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Nice.
really? Nice. I had the Nicktoons game set up, and I ran into that audio driver issue you were talking about, and I did figure out at least how to get that working, but now I'm running into something
Playable too. Yeah.
Let's see.
No, it's not.
There we go.
Somebody
it might be super stretched.
Uploaded a DLL one time, and I didn't copy it down, but
yeah, it was some audio DLL. I forgot what it's called, but I did find it on there, so that did the trick. But
yeah, good. There's that coin sound again.
And I think you can use the controller with this, or let's see.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm driving if I'm not.
Winner's Cup.
You can. Yeah.
So I'm still gonna play.
Oh, actually, it is in widescreen. It looks like maybe. It's just the tile screen was
My
stretched.
goalie. What's up, Brian?
Make it widescreen.
It is in widescreen.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Winner's Cup.
Click on a character.
Would you like to play as SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron or Danny Phantom or Timmy?
I want to be Timmy. Make some checkpoints.
Easy.
So if you win the game, you unlock the bad guy from that level.
Oh, nice.
That's what we're here for.
Start your engine.
And after you've unlocked the bad guys, then you can unlock the mini games for the levels, and there are some awesome tag and last man standing and just amazing mini games on all the levels. So we put the arrows on the ground because the producer couldn't figure out the arrow floating above.
You just plastered arrows everywhere to make it easier.
Nothing wrong, but she wasn't very good at driving.
The arrows would take me back to that Matchbox game I played, because they had arrows too that told you where to go. But I can understand with this racing game though. There's so many paths.
That's the ghost trolley just knocked you.
Oh, I'm possessed.
I think you have some kind of item, right?
What do I?
The lightning bolt.
I won, so it don't matter. Who am I?
Halo.
Rucker!
First place. Bikini Bottom.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Let's race!
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, you might try. I forget which of the face buttons it mapped to. I think it was a face button for your items when you get another one. Yeah, when you get that lightning bolt, maybe. Oh wait, they took it.
If you hit the bubbles, then you float in the air, which makes it really hard to race.
No, Kayla!
Timmy!
And you don't want to drive into the water.
I feel like SpongeBob trying to take his driver.
I had so much fun making these levels. I made all the levels and then had another kid come on and he polished things and did all kinds of great stuff. And
nice.
Now he's actually in charge of the QA department at one of the big video game companies. So.
Awesome.
Well, when I saw a lot of stuff while trying to mess with it and getting it to work about Ogre 3D, which isn't an engine I've really heard of, but is that something you had worked with before, or was it just for this game?
So Ogre was something that the guy who was the coder on this, and I was not the coder.
Oh, okay.
He said he wanted to try it. I had a different choice, but he chose that one, and I was actually very pleased with it when it was done. And it's still around, even though this is 15 years old now. Ogre's still a good 3D game. It doesn't have scripting, it doesn't have sound, it doesn't have a lot of things. You gotta add all that yourself, but it does the 3D part really good.
And it runs on my laptop.
Parker, where we go?
Yeah.
So what have your choice been?
Secret. There you go. Through that door.
Yeah.
Go.
Whoa.
Now. Oh. Go through that door again. Just go through it. Now you're in the cloud world where the fairies are.
Somehow I won. I'll take it.
And so there's shortcuts through the whole thing. And I just had a blast designing like all the shortcuts and all the crazy animations and.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Let's race!
3, 2, 1, go! Checkpoint.
I begged them. I said, we don't have to have
Checkpoint.
Jimmy Neutron do it. Can I please have the Angry Beavers instead? And they said, no, you have to have Jimmy Neutron.
Oh.
Checkpoint.
I just want. It's not like I hate Jimmy Neutron. I just wanted the Angry Beavers.
Right.
Checkpoint.
Whoa.
Checkpoint.
So the one thing that they told me while making this is that nobody can know, none of the tunes can know
Checkpoint.
that they're cartoons.
And the winner is...
And I said, how does that explain any of this?
Danny Phantom. SpongeBob SquarePants. Timmy Turner.
That's you.
Hello.
Congratulations, you've won the Winner's Cup.
You've done very well.
So did you get a character?
I won as the best cartoon ever.
Somewhere between
Mr. Crocker.
Maybe like 6 hours and maybe 20 hours of gameplay. Yeah.
You want to unlock Plankton, don't you?
I want to unlock Professor Finbar Calamitous. So please give me
kids would. So you gotta play as SpongeBob and you gotta win Bikini Bottom.
Retro. Get out of my way.
Oh, so will this not do it then?
I just have to win Retro.
Oh, okay.
Calamity.
Oh, so we wouldn't even need to do the entire Grand Prix, right? We could just do that one race.
Did I brain blast them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want to try just doing that then, Kayla, and go to Retroville?
Sure.
Let's see. Quit the race. Quick raise.
On a character.
Jimmy.
On a city bus.
Retroville. And easy, please.
Gentlemen, start
Unless you
your
want it on hard.
Let's race.
2, 1, go!
Oh, get out of my way, Calamitous. Oh, my train! Whoa.
This one has a UFO and a train. And you can, there's a shortcut that takes you through a haunted circus, and you jump from the roller coaster over to a building to get the last checkpoint.
Jim.
Oh, there they is. Oh wait, they save everybody.
I don't think that's right.
Start wants to know what the difference is between easy and hard. I think hard is difficult.
Good job, Jimbo.
So
Jim.
we changed acceleration and steering a little bit, and we made it very, very easy to bounce off the buildings and get right back on the track when you were on easy mode.
It looked like it didn't unlock Professor Calamitous.
I'm the Taganator.
Tag him.
Get him, Jim Jam.
Hard play as
It
Captain.
has been a while since I played this. I hope I'm remembering correctly, but I think...
Well, I mean, maybe you do just have to play the Grand Prix. We might have to go for
I
it.
took all my pickups from Thunder Alley.
Get him.
Kayla wants that character, so we're gonna have to go for it.
Calamitous.
This is the best game of tag you've ever played.
Plankton.
Tag him.
I forget.
Which is why we actually made tag as one of the minigames.
I'm gonna get him. Forget the Danny fan. Gonna get him.
Important canon question for Randy before I update the SpongeBob wiki. Did SpongeBob actually manage to get his driver's license before the events of the game?
So there are people who are still talking about this, that SpongeBob could not drive a car, and I said he's not driving a car. He doesn't need a car license to drive a boat. Everybody wanted to know if we would actually get the real voice of SpongeBob, and we didn't. We got a knockoff voice.
Oh.
It's $10,000 to get him to even show up, and then
Really?
an outrageous amount per hour.
Oh wow.
Remember, that's
Most people in the cartoon industry will work with me on any game, but not him.
Oh, Jazz wants to know what's your favorite Nicktoon?
whoa. Oh,
So Angry Beavers is absolutely my favorite Nicktoon, but of the game, Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner. But the Angry Beavers should have been in.
Yeah. And matter of fact, the artist that does Timmy Turner, he's the artist that I use as reference for a lot of my own characters and a lot of my own. Like I use him to make tabletop tokens for my RPGs and all that stuff. So.
Oh, nice. Whoa.
Yeah, whoosh.
You got bubbled.
I mean, bubbled.
The cloak face asks, "What's your favorite Nicktoon and why is it Rugrats?" Same question.
Well, it's not Rugrats.
Like Rugrats video. I like.
Whoa.
Yeah, if my only choice was Rugrats, I would say Reptar.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
This is going to be
3,
the easiest
2,
race ever.
1, go!
Yeah, no, wait, Tim.
Checkpoint.
Neil wants you to clarify what you meant by using that artist to make this thing. Yeah.
Oh, so the artist who did all of the characters and everything for the character designs for the Timmy Turner show, the Fairly Odd Parents, he's got a lot of concept art and other stuff that's online, and then I just download them and slap them into a token template that I use, and I either make paper miniatures that fold up and sit on my playmat, or tokens that I put onto Discord for playing.
Okay.
On a virtual tabletop. I love making things that are cartoony for tabletop role-playing games, which is why Gruesome Ghoulies and Kaboomkin is a cartoon-based comedy action. And this artwork, that's the Timmy Turner artwork, is my favorite.
Camera away, Timmy.
The second place is gonna be good enough.
If you look at the cinematic for Gruesome Ghoulies, it's way spookier than Timmy Turner, but it's all cartoon graveyard artwork that I used for that.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa.
Checkpoint.
Yeah. The art style of stuff that he knocks off is incredible, and they were just showing some of his anime stuff. I love all of his stuff. Anything that he's done, even if it's not, Timmy Turner, it's still good.
Right. Is that a JoJo picture?
Checkpoint.
JoJo.
And the winner is SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right, you got first place.
So every car had
overall,
to have
right?
a unique engine sound. Every car had to have a unique horn.
Oh, you got him!
All the power-ups were unique.
Click on a character.
Now you have to play as him.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So, and I would get letters from 10-year-olds telling me, I finally unlocked all the enemies. What's next, right? And then I'd say, now you have to unlock all the mini games. So you'll notice something about the car physics for all these cars. We couldn't make regular cars because regular cars don't drive like cartoons do.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a giant marble. It's like a hamster ball with the cars inside of it.
Whoosh.
What?
Yeah.
So the only cartoon characters I haven't gotten a chance to work with that I'd love to work with are the Looney Tunes. And I've had friends that worked on Looney Tunes, but I've never had that opportunity.
I would love to see Randy involved in a Looney Tunes game. I'm a big fan of the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I got to do a Scooby-Doo game. I got to do... Nicktoons was amazing because I got to do so many different ones in this.
Ooh, Start says $75 away from the goal. Nice.
Oh, there it goes.
That is awesome.
Some funky bass.
Every time that I wanted another cartoon effect in, like,
oh, is this just the free driving? I was like, where are all the other characters? Well, do you want to go back to Star Trek then? Alright, let's do that.
So go up to the top of that hill. Go all the way up the hill.
I'm trying.
And what's at the top of this?
Well, it's castle. This is my home now.
And you can't get it.
You can't get it.
I like it.
So there's a mini game that unlocks for this level that everybody was like, oh, we'll just go hide out at the castle. But I put a navigation point inside the castle so that no matter where you hide around the castle, the ghosts find you and chase you down.
Nice.
You can get into the graveyard.
Where are the graves?
Oh, now we're going into hot dogs.
Kayla, did you see the graveyard?
I'm trying to find it. I thought I saw it earlier, but there it is. Okay.
This is zoo.
That's a zoo, never mind. My bad. That's not quite the same.
That is the zoo, but it's a graveyard. No, that's the graveyard. The producer thought it was creepy to call it a graveyard, so she changed it into a zoo later.
Wait, really? Hey, what's up, Longhorn?
But yeah.
That's funny.
It's a very sad-looking zoo.
What we did is it is a very sad-looking zoo. But what we did is we made a secret way in that you could jump inside by turbo boosting off of the little hill in the park. And so if you catch it just right, you can get it places in the level that we planned, but that normally people didn't want to get.
Yeah, we're doing well. We're trying to sneak into this zoo graveyard.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh yeah.
Turbo.
Oh, and on easy, we delete all the. I think on easy mode, we delete all the fire hydrants.
Oh, my fire hydrant.
So you keep running over the thing that breaks your car.
It'll work. It'll work one of these days.
So those turbo jumps were one of my favorite mechanics to add.
We need a boost.
Whoa! I went right through the trolley.
Switch to Star Trek.
Yeah, you just got run over by the ghost trolley.
Star Trek.
I found a fire hydrant.
Star Trek. Star Trek.
Star Trek.
That was Nicktoons.
I want more Nicktoons.
You want more Nicktoons?
More.
I have to say it's the one game that I can play forever of all the games I've made, right?
Get this started up. See what we got here.
Sure. Into Dark. I mean, next generation.
So, is there anybody? I mean, I super appreciate anybody who's backing the campaign, but I'm curious how many people are actually fans of tabletop role-playing, play D&D or something on the weekends.
I know Alan's in Bungalow, they got a friend group that plays with OJ and Fui, and I know Nia's big into tabletop. Makes sense, but I'd have to say, sadly enough, me and Kayla not so much, but you know, we've dabbled. We've dabbled. You've dabbled.
Yeah.
Nia loves the card games and the board games, and sort of just goes along with me whenever I say we have to play something tabletop role playing. So I came up with this idea that Picard knew that lady, and we had this old Vulcan that was an archaeologist. The SNES version, they had to make her beautiful, so they turned her into a hot Vulcan woman, and I'm like, why? Like, what was? We want 10-year-olds to be, you know, oversexed by part of the game, right?
Warp it. Jazz wants to know what your favorite Star Trek episode is.
So I was a huge nerdy fan of the old series when I was a kid, right? And so yeah, I was actually in my high school Star Trek club.
Oh, nice.
Probably the ones that were my favorite of the Next Generation were the archaeology, where Picard goes back and explores old things, and you know, it's part of his hobby. But I really loved the one where they went back in time to rescue Data. Ends up dead, and they go back to rescue part of his head so that they can recover Data, and they have to go back and talk to Mark Twain. And I just think that's just this brilliant episode. And I think it's a two-parter if I remember right. So.
Everything's blowing up.
You need to go to Worf, and you need to shoot at things.
Tactical. Yeah.
There you go. So this, even though it's sprites, is 3D on a Sega Genesis. We scaled all the sprites and rotated them and spun them in 3D space to make this work. And if you remember an old game called Star Control, all the mechanics are very similar to Star Control. And you died.
Jump next.
You'll get him this time.
Maybe I should bring my shield better.
There's the Sega logo. So you can run away from every battle by just going to navigation and taking off again, just so you know. You can also go into engineering and do the Konami code.
Yeah, you were in it, so.
You remember what the Konami code?
Why?
Do you have to do BA start, or which one? Oh, but the controls are weird, right?
Got it.
Here, let me see. Oh wait, you got it. So this will be B and that'll be A. She knows the code, but I gave her a weird controller.
So if you ever need to repair the ship, give yourself 1,000 photon torpedoes or anything like that, just go to the engineering screen and do the Konami code.
Nice.
And it 100% repairs everything, and it gives you 1,000 torpedoes.
That's awesome.
So I believe if you do the Konami code on the computer, you get into the sound test, if I remember.
Ooh, go try to do that.
I don't know if I actually.
Remember, I do all the Easter eggs in the games I work on, so I put a lot of Easter eggs.
That's pretty.
I think maybe you had it. Start wants to personally thank you, Randy, for helping boost his rep on game FAQs.
There's a lot of secrets out there that I have to go back sometimes and look at game facts just to see what people have got.
Do you want me to try it?
Yeah.
Well, so it should be BA like Genesis B and I don't know. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B8. Up, down, left, right, B8. Because that just goes into the thing. So. Up, down, left, right, B8.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm gonna have to look at that code too. It may have been something different.
Up, down. Yeah,
maybe
that's weird.
It's after you do the code on the science, the engineering screen.
Well, I wonder if anyone ever found it. I'm gonna go see what they do have on game FAQs just to see. But they may not have found it. Try the Mortal Kombat blood code. I forgot how to do that one. It's like abacab or something. Yeah, there we go. Abacab, double B.
So if a fight does come up and you don't want to risk the ship at this point, just go back to Con and re-enter your destination, and you'll fly away.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I made every scenario in the game has a Picard way to solve it and a Kirk way to solve it. So there's always a win-win, but if you start by shooting up every Romulan ship, then you just get more and more Romulan ships until you're dead. All right, are you at the planet? I think you are. Yeah, you're an orbiter. So now go to the elevator and you can go to the away team.
Let's see. Who?
HD, are you there?
So the oh no, you want to go back in? You backed out of it.
Looks like he's bracing himself.
Oh, it's unsafe to be. You must not be at the right planet.
I think it's B and not.
So go to the ready room and ask the captain where to go.
Right.
Go to snooze 6.
Oh, there's... Well, it's weird because it doesn't let you choose. Because you know how, like, branches out? Is there a way to pick just...
Alright.
Oh, wait, we did it.
So you're now at the right place. You can go down with your away team. Yeah.
Kayla, you are officially doing better than I did at this game now. Well, because we never got to this.
So now you need to start shooting things. But you have to select your gun because there is... So you need to move right with the controls. And select, there's a little gun icon down there, your communicator and your gun. Fortunately, you have other members on your team who know how to use their phaser.
So what's the select button?
That's a really spooky picture of Picard. Patrick Stewart loves that one, though.
Shift select use. So was it B? Switch your item?
You hold B and to switch your item.
So hold B and move, I guess. There we go. Thank you.
There you go. Now you got phaser.
Oh.
So you can go right back down if you want to.
I will. We have enough people.
Cloakbase wants to know, how would you solve a Kobayashi Maru?
So I actually, this is the interesting part I have with every Star Trek fan out there, is the Kobayashi Maru is, you know, it's the unsolvable. You know, you can't solve this problem. I love the fact that Kirk hacked it. I think that's a perfect solution, is, you know, just hack the solution and make it work. But I also think that Picard went to the academy when Kirk was admiral, and so Kirk would have taught that to all the captains, is always hack your way through. So they made, yeah, they made it so you had to shoot these guys so many times.
Phaser set
As
to
designer,
tickle.
I said, hey, you hit him twice, that's good enough, right? Make sure you go down with 4 so you have more people. No, never mind.
I don't think I know how to get to 4. Right. Hey.
Now, Worf can take more hits, and he's a much better shot than you are. So you might want to switch to Data or the Ensign.
How do I switch character?
Maybe use that same button.
Same thing, B and go down.
Yeah.
Or B and go down? Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
You have to switch the phaser again.
Tickle. I see her. Oh, going down.
Yeah. So every character in this game has a special power. If you need to be able to see elements in the mines, you take Geordi because he's got the visor and he can see things that you can't see normally. If you're going to a planet with monsters who are crawling under the ground like the mines again, you take Troy because the monsters don't attack Troy. If you go to the planet with robots, the robots don't shoot data. So there's a lot of little tricks about like who you take and who's in the lead position when you go to each planet.
This song is a jam.
Yeah, I insisted that they be pretty poppy songs. Oh, you all ready?
Look at that face.
Oh, now you got sad face Picard. This is like this is the meme, right? This is the meme for Star Trek Generation.
There he is again.
I had so much fun making this one because the puzzles were good. As I said, Nia had to check the puzzles because everybody thought they were too hard. There was a lot of fights on the crew, and there was a lot of problems with the people that I worked with, not trusting each other, and just lots of other things. I got like when somebody found out that it was so fun to play in the mine, they said, "Oh, let's make the mine 4 times bigger." Making a level extremely long just because you enjoyed the short version doesn't mean that it made the game better, right? A lot of things about game design that a lot of managers thought they knew better than game designers. So even though I'm listed as the lead designer on the SNES, they made a lot of decisions on the SNES version. And I was disappointed. They put in phaser batteries so your guns could run out of energy, and they put in health packs so Dr. Crusher couldn't cure you until she had some bandages from these ruins, because there were none on the ship.
Yeah, that just makes it more frustrating.
I said frustrating. This is Star Trek. The CEO of the company came in and told me that I had to make blowing through the debris when we were fighting. And I said, this is not Star Wars. This is Star Trek. You sit at a long distance and you lob cannonballs at each other, right? That's Star Trek. And that's my boss.
Uh-oh. Is this where the Konami code comes in handy?
Yeah, you're suffering a lot of damage.
Oops.
Seems like a tough game.
I don't think I would make a good start cap.
It is a tough game, and it's not. There were a lot of people who said, "How tough could you make this?" And I want to point out, I wore the jacket for this project for 2 years, and I had every time I wore it, people on the street would stop me and ask how to navigate to some planet, or where, how to get out of a level, or which character was the best character for a level, or whatever.
Keith wants to know.
Almost 3 years after it finally stopped being for sale, that I'm happy to answer the question, but I just want to point out there was a moment where everybody said, how many, I asked the producer, I said, how many of these sold on the Sega Genesis? And he says, the #1 selling cartridge developed in the United States.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
But yeah, sorry, Keith wanted to know if you ever played any of the PC Star Treks.
6 weeks to maybe 2 months. I didn't play I would actually join in on my friends' games and play a level or two of some of the ones, but I didn't play them through.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what were you saying before that?
Just that the sales would normally peter out in a Sega Genesis cartridge in about 2 months, and then you'd be in the bargain bin. And we shipped in March, and we were actually in the Christmas, the wish book from Toys R Us for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, this is amazing. Like, we're still for sale. We were in the next year's wish book for Christmas. I couldn't believe it. People they said they sold hundreds of thousands of these cartridges, and that they had never seen that in an American game before.
I mean, it makes sense to me because there's a few good, like, in-depth, I would almost describe this as like an action RPG, and there's not a lot of that on the Genesis, so it makes sense that it did so well.
That's my my favorite game of all time on console is is Zelda Link to the Past. And I said, if I love that, I can make that game a Star Trek game. And so I did.
Get him, Kayla.
Go back.
Everyone keeps dying.
So I'm gonna give you a little hint.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you a little hint. The AI can only fire north, south, east, or west, and you can fire diagonally.
Diagonal strats. That's a good tip.
I feel like I'm just
everything I put in the game had a way around it, right? There you go. That's a good team.
I hate it.
If you want another good shooter, put Riker in.
Riker? Oh.
Riker and Worf are the best shooters. When he's not followed up his butt.
Oh no.
Do my dance.
Nice. Great move.
Yeah, those Romulans should have been slightly easier to kill.
Considering this is like the first ground battle.
I know. Like, it should have just I said to him, I said over and over again, I said, just because we're good at it doesn't mean the average Joe is good at it.
Well, I mean, I think that's something that a lot of people kind of run into tweaking their games, is that they get so familiar with it that something that seems simple and easy enough to you bring in someone who's never played it before, and you start discovering all kinds of things you didn't really think about.
All right, you get to go and rescue her. Click on the...
You're welcome.
Nice, good job.
Thank you for your help. So there's a whole bunch of branching dialogue here. Hardly any of it matters. You can talk your way through some negotiations about things based on the branching, but you can also shoot your way or just escape. So it was a long story. Like the average time that people spend on this, they said was somewhere around 2 or 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Of gameplay.
Huh.
I mean, that's a lot of value for an older console game, too.
Which... And the CEO said, every hour of gameplay is worth $1. So I did not believe that that we were getting quite when we made the mine level 4 times longer. I don't believe we quite added gameplay. We had a database of all this stuff, like every planet, all the records of things in the computers. We built the database in HyperCard, which was an old Mac database system.
Mm-hmm.
Exported the whole thing, and I put it all into the cartridge, and it was like the Wikipedia. I mean, no internet existed, and we just had this idea that what the internet might look like. And so we had this idea that there was pictures on every page and there was text on every page. And we made the computer look like that. So if you go to the con, you can escape, or you can go to... You can battle. Battling really was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Matter of fact, I would get into fights just to... So your shields are weak on the front, so I would drag him and shoot it from behind.
Uh-oh. Now, Levin wants to know, can you board ships?
So no boarding ships, because we didn't have a level designed for all the ships.
Mm-hmm.
But we did have one ship you could board because it was a hostage rescue.
Oh, okay.
Remember how I said I love Die Hard?
Mm-hmm.
I named that ship the SS Nakatomi.
Oh, nice.
And if you took Worf and Riker, they spent most of the mission crawling around in the air ducts to get to get to the front of the ship where the terrorists were, and then you could shoot the terrorists.
Oh, that's great.
So I actually put myself in this game. I am the crazy Ferengi that gives you the codes to the Romulan shields and things like that. Or communication devices.
So we need to figure out a way to find you in the game.
I'm Damon Radney.
Multitap Mom appreciates the shout out to the Sears Wish Book. Uh-oh.
Oh, you suffered too much damage. It's a really hard game, guys, but you're showing a lot of it this time. This is good.
See?
Yeah, so there's
probably not as streamer friendly as Nicktoons is.
So there's no password or saving or anything in this game?
So technically that added $10 to the cartridge.
Oh.
And so we saved your progress so that when you turn back on, you were at the same mission that you were.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no way to jump ahead. Nobody ever wanted a code to like skip levels or things like that.
Oh, okay.
So I put in the cheat that gives you the 1,000 torpedoes, which pretty much allows you to win every space battle. But you couldn't, unless you were Troy, and you weren't going to be able to navigate the mine without getting shot at. And unless you were Data, you weren't going to be able to navigate the ice world without getting shot at. There was one, I always call it emergent behavior or a feature instead of a bug. There was one way in one of the levels to bypass the test of compassion.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was that Picard had to order 2 of the ensigns to hold these devices that were causing damage to them. And he had to then walk across a bridge and get the item and come back. And I said, well, I'll just have it as soon as he's on the bridge, you switch back to the 2 ensigns and have them let go, right? Because he's now on the bridge is activated, he can walk across. And a tester reported it as a bug. And I got so mad that I just made it so that the testers couldn't find, but you could still solve the puzzle without killing the 2 guys. Right?
Nice.
Like I said, not everything about the project was like, oh, yay, we're all working on Star Trek. There were a lot of people who really didn't like Star Trek, so... Fortunately, the producers from Sega and I got along great.
Oh, awesome.
So my friend Andy Edlund did all the music and the sound effects and everything, and we used resources from Paramount to help with some of the sounds and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably spent a couple months in his office, fine-tuning every sound effect to make it just as exactly like Star Trek as we could get it. So. This is when I learned that audio is actually a huge part of game design.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, think about it. You show pictures of great games, but you also have sound effects and music and things that are part of your stream.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the stuff that we remember about all of our old games, right? We remember Pac-Man dying. We remember, Link holding the sword over his head. All those sounds are part of our culture, right?
Yeah, for sure. Nia tried to use the Pac-Man sound just now and it didn't work. I'm sorry, it's busted. I can at least... Let's see. There you go.
There it goes. By the way, JD's angles, is that my brother?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
What's up, Janie? Or JD.
JD. He is uncle.
Oh, nice. You got a cool family, Nia.
I told.
Oh, it's all good, Longhorn.
And my Facebook feed, and I don't know how many of them might have joined, but.
Yeah, thanks, Longhorn.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. But is that Riker the second one? His thumbnail spread definitely makes him look like a Deadeye.
Yeah. So if you lose any of the cast, like, then the level's over. So I take usually only one of the cast and then a lot of,
expendable character.
Very Star Trek like. I actually saw a great meme that said it was Scotty and he was wearing the red jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "I'm the only guy to wear this that has ever survived the show."
Thank you, Keith. I mean, if we have a Picard command, maybe we should have a Kirk command
awesome
too.
Graphics, everybody's. Looks like he's saying, "Come on."
It's safe again.
Thankfully, in video games, everybody is always safe again.
Yay!
At one point, I actually pointed out, why did we leave her on the planet? She needed rescuing. I think that instead of changing it, they just added a line that says, "I'm going to stay here while you solve this other stuff."
Everything's quiet except that rotten chip area. Other than that,
peaceful.
By the way, it's very weird for me to talk and then to hear myself laugh later, right?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm glad at least we could make it happen and the power issues died down eventually, which is good. We'll see.
So I'm gonna give you another little clue. If you leave some people repairing the shields, then you don't take as much damage during combat.
Oh.
A lot of little tricks, a lot of little Star Trek tactical stuff.
Yeah, I can see why people really got into this game.
There was one magazine review that actually said this is the Star Trek game that every fan has been waiting for.
It's pretty high praise, but I mean, yeah, it makes sense because y'all did a great job, and it's surprising to me to hear that there were people on the team that weren't into Star Trek, because it seems like a lot of, love for the series kind of shows through here. I mean, it's just sounds like it was a good team in general.
The fact is, everybody was bright. The artists were very creative. It just a lot of people in management had a different vision, right? So I usually leave on shields, weapons, and engines some people.
Oh, okay. Loading one.
So now you have a choice. You have an alien vessel and it has mysteries on board. So which crew do you take to board that vessel? So you picked a guy named Mark, who was one of the engineers on the SNES version. He's your top guy now.
He's the leader.
Right below him is one of the ladies who was your lights are off and you have to figure out how to solve the puzzle with the lights are off.
If you lose him, we lose that port.
This is a good reason to bring Jordy. So there is a 3-button salute that'll get you to beam back if you want to beam back early.
Oh, beam out. Okay. So try all 3 at the same time. What's the thing you were doing? Here, let me see. Here we go.
So if you take Jordy as your number 1, yeah, then the lights are on and you can wander around.
Thank you, I appreciate it. There we go.
Nice.
Different kind of lights, right? But it's, at least you can now see a bit. So the room you're in has a little puzzle right there. There's some puzzle pieces, and you need to find a part to put in to fix that computer so the part will come, so the lights will come back on. So I'm pretty sure that panel on the bottom had a spare part on it.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up from where you're at. Keep hitting the A button. I think there's something. Try one of these little looking like circuit panels over here to the left. Okay, that's not taken. Maybe you're fixing this one and it's the ones above you.
Try that one.
It has been 25 years, guys, since I played this.
No, we appreciate all your help because I definitely don't know what
Try those panels across the top. Maybe one of them comes off.
Oh.
Ryan, I think it's because your username changed.
Like 2 little circuit panel covers.
I'll try to fix it.
Try on the other side of there too.
I'll try that.
Try over by the door on the left, to the left of you.
Oh. Might work now, Ryan.
Wow, it's been too dang long. I'm not going to be able to get you through the first puzzle. Hit start. Maybe we're pressing the wrong button.
Use item 8.
Oh, so maybe it's C on those.
Take and use is C. Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
That'll do it.
So now try and go to that other panel and put them in. All right, now all the doors are open and the security robots have been activated.
Oh no.
So you can see we've got a lot of different things going on. You can switch out of Jordy and switch to one of the other players, like Riker. And now you got the lights are on.
Red dwarf.
Whoa!
So that's where the robots come out of the wall. They're dangerous. Very dangerous.
Everyone's got to shuffle to get their facer out.
Come on.
So, unfortunately, I'm not going to remember how to finish this entire level. And there's probably at least 7 hours of gameplay in this one.
Well.
Oh, there you go. There's a whole bunch of empty parts. So now you know you're collecting those and so you should be able to put that item. See the 2 red tiles in your inventory? Those should go in the right slots when you hit the C. So it's not going in, is it?
Wait, there we go. That one went in.
Try taking that one out again because it's not quite the right one.
There we go. Well, you're missing a lot of tile.
And now that one goes up there. Yeah. No, it doesn't. That looks like it's a wasted one. Yeah, you got red herring tile there. So there's a lot more of this level to explore.
Shuffle.
But meanwhile, watch out for robots because they're dangerous. So check if Riker is holding his phaser. Is he holding his phaser?
We should set all their faces.
Okay, good.
Oh, they're all are just hanging out. Come on, y'all. Where are y'all just standing there?
JD wants to know if you can shuffle the tiles.
In order to get somebody to follow you, you have to take
command.
You have to use the command button. That's what the communicator's for, and then they'll follow you. Once they're all following you, you can switch though back to the. I think you can switch.
Or no.
Lost one. No, I guess you can't switch. I had a trick that I did somehow that I always got. I got away with it. I don't know how I did that. the infamous maze. Hey, let's add some more hours of gameplay. Let's put a maze in here. Not every level needs a maze.
I mean, yeah, it's a shame because there's so much good content in the game already that it's like you just arbitrarily extend the length with a maze, and definitely cheapens it a bit. Or adds another $1, like Lemon said.
I think you actually maybe wanted that item that was against the wall back there.
Over here.
I mean, mazes work
not there on the other
for
side.
Pac-Man.
You didn't go all the way to the top.
There. Hey. Pac-Man Maze Mad.
And I also think there was another item on the other side, but maybe not important.
Nice.
This is a great Virtual Boy game.
Oh my God.
So at some point you get all the power all the way on, and then you have to go and kill the robots because they're still around.
Not robot.
I would have been happy with about 4 robots. Oh, you want that part? That's a good part. There you go. That's the fuse for the whole ship. Not quite.
Can you slide them around?
My brother's saying to slide the tiles around. You can't.
Oh.
I have made those puzzles before in my life, but I have not made them in Star Trek. So make sure you check the cubbies.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Didn't.
Nope, doesn't work. All right. Oh, there it is. So go back up. Oh, go down and put those fuses in, and the lights will come on.
Oh, awesome. The fuses.
Try it. Try in the bottom panel, I believe. Yeah. See, there's 2 missing fuses. To your right. To your right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Whoa.
See.
So now flip this. I think you might have to flip the switch. No. Okay, see that empty spot there?
Mm-hmm.
That canister. There was a canister inside the maze on the far right-hand side of the maze that goes in that spot.
Oh.
Back to the maze.
But you can see you're getting progress through this level, right? Like, it's a big level.
Just, yeah, so everyone remembers there's no maze that I'm aware of in Gruesome Ghoulies. I mean, I guess there can be, but nothing quite like this.
No. No, I make games that are fast when I have full control over them. As you could tell, even though I had to make a few concessions so that people could play it, Nicktoons was a much faster game.
For sure.
All right, so you got the canister. And you haven't been shot at by a robot for a while.
They're waiting for me at the door, I'm sure.
Star Trek kart racing.
Heavy.
So you guys want to hear a really sad story about the company I worked for?
Oh, yes, please.
While I was working on this, the PC team was working on their PC version of the same story. But they didn't like when I did all these puzzles and made it an action game, so they tried to make it a turn-based RPG.
Oh.
And they suffered a lot, and at the end, it hardly even sold enough to pay for the development of the game.
Oh, yikes.
So the other crew that was working on a Star Trek game ran away. They were working on the VR version. This was the 90s, and it was the heyday of the first generation of VR. And they built this entire amazing on a silicon, what do they call it? Silicon graphics? Yeah, silicon graphics workstation with a head tracking unit and all this. And you could walk around the entire Enterprise. You could go into the 10 forward and look at the bar. You could go into the doctor's offices. You could go into the captain's office. Every part of it was meticulously modeled. And Paramount came to see my game and the PC game, and they said, "Oh, and here's the presentation for the VR game." And the Paramount execs were a little upset, and they're like talking to each other, and they're looking at our executives, and finally said, "Why are you showing us this? Why are you even working on it?" Well, because we got the license to all these we got the license for VR too. And they said, "Well, we thought you wanted it, but you never signed the contract, so we sold it to somebody else." They'd spent a year developing a game they didn't have the rights to.
Oh, yikes.
So I don't think there's anything more in that area except for robots that'll hunt you. So you got a lot more rooms to explore, a lot more things going on, but you are at least... Oh, I actually think you can... Did you try flipping that? Oh, you got another one of those. Okay. If you can find that second canister, then you can turn on the whole ship, and I think the robots will turn on. Oh, there you go. So you're on. I think that you've almost... You need to repair a few more of those panels, but you're close.
Almost got it.
Robots that come from.
Meanwhile, you got robots to get to. So if I remember right, if you hit start, it'll say that... Does it show a way to show a map?
It doesn't look like it.
No. I always had printouts of my own maps when I was playing, so I knew where everything was. So I think if this took about half as long and there weren't as many robots, it would be a better level.
Oh, for sure.
Follow me.
The other part would be if the robots didn't shoot every second, right? Like if the robots shot and then waited 5 seconds and then shot it. So as long as you don't have control of the ship, they just respawn. Try those cabinets too. I don't think there's anything more in those cabinets. But...
I mean, they don't seem to be in any hurry either.
So there were testers who just remembered where everything was and never even, after they figured out it once, they never tested anything. And I was like, guys, that's not how testing works.
You know what, Frame? I think this is a good opportunity for me to fix it. Maybe. Let me see. Actually, maybe. Let's see. I've never done it this way before. Let's see. Nope.
So I had beautiful, full level maps of all these made, and somewhere in my ancient floppy disk collection is.
No!
Yeah, it might be up, Frame. Might be working. I think I gotta turn the command back on though. Oh wait, it should be on.
I think you're close, guys.
Almost got it. Cause yeah, I think you had the one that goes there, right? The one that's a little higher up. Or are they the same height?
It's really finicky about where you're standing.
I hope it didn't get rid of that piece. I did.
Well, can you only hold that many things in your inventory?
Yeah. You either have to put it somewhere or...
There we go.
That's the piece for that one. There you go. And that's the straight one. Take that one out. Yeah, that one's too short. I think you got some up in the top left-hand side.
And this will be our toughest puzzle of 2021.
0. You turned off the robots. That's good. Some of them.
You just stay asleep.
You're close. I think that robot that was shooting at you to the side of the left side of the room you're repairing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that guy has a secret back there.
Nice.
Oh, there's another one. I can see what you mean by they respond.
He's too clever for that.
Yeah. So just run away if you can. So you got one more canister to put in there, I think. Oh, there's your part.
Nice. Up in there.
Oh, there's a couple other places that have canisters, and
You think those are the pieces you need?
Go left and go up.
Up and up.
Well, go ahead and put your part in while you're here. Or just get shot.
Alright, cool. So now you need the one that goes straight up.
And I don't remember where that other canister. I saw the mark on the wall, but I think it's... Yeah. Go north. Sorry, go up.
Can't open the door.
Go east and then go up where that robot's been shooting at you.
Okay, I saw there's a canister stuff, but I can't.
It doesn't work when you try.
It doesn't work. But maybe what Cream said, that certain canisters work in certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
No, not there. On the other side of that diagonal wall. Go up. Go. Yeah, what's there? Oh, you've been there before.
Hmm.
We got one last canister to place. It's a long level, guys. Most excruciating part of these is walking.
Oh no.
It's over. It's the sad Picard.
I feel the same, Picard.
I think this game would be more interesting if Picard was
So you can see this is exactly Because everybody had to take notes, they had to make maps, they had to do all this.
Kayla, would you like to review the game?
I wish I was better at it.
Yeah. See, she's not going to blame the game. She's not going to blame the game. So that was fun, and yeah, I'm
cool.
glad we got to kind of go through a small part of your.
It was a pleasure to have you guys play, and
oh, thank you. It was a pleasure having you here, Andy.
Yeah, glad we got to explore your game development history a little bit, and
but no angry beavers though. Sadly.
No angry beaver.
No angry beaver.
Yeah, it was fun getting to hear you talk about working on everything, and
so hopefully I'll still get to make some great games.
Of course, it'd be awesome. We'd love to play them.
Yeah, for sure.
In 2019, I actually got to make Terminator 2 game for a casino, and so I finally got to work on Terminator 2.
Oh,
nice. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's real cool.
Maticus wants to know where to start. It's a little icy in Texas right now, so it was
icy and dicey.
Yeah, not a good idea for him to make that drive. But I missed a shout out from Dragmar earlier, sending my posy vibes your way, and then he did a rocket power thing. I don't know, and then another shout out from Dragmar. Hey, start. That's a good one. But yeah, before we wrap things up. Everyone make sure you check out the Gruesome Ghoulies Kickstarter. Start just got the link in there. There's only $75 more to go towards the goal. And about not quite 3 days, but like 2.5 maybe ish.
Yeah, it's like 60 hours or something. Yeah.
You'll get there.
Let's go ahead and see who the prize game winner
I'm hoping I added.
No, yeah, it was fun to have you here, and I'm sorry for the delay on Discord because I know that's been kind of something we've been struggling with all night,
and for all the power issues,
and the power issues too. But
you made it happen though.
Oh yeah.
So I guess there's just no way. I've never used Twitch before, but I guess there's no way to join from remote.
Like if we had Daniel here as a webcam or something, we could try something like that. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I mean,
I don't know how that would work.
I don't know that we've ever done that. We might have done it once with our brother Dave, but I mean, yeah, we would just kind of like screen cap the video call, but I mean, we could set that up sometime. Really cool. Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the
Mirror first parsec.
Well, what? Go for
it. All right, so we got first place, Frame. Good job, Frame. Second place is Jazzman Z. Third place is Cloak Base. Fourth is Pillow. And fifth is Addy. Good job, everybody. Let's spin that wheel. See who the winner is.
Why are you not? I don't know, Daniel. Did you play today?
Gotta answer phrases.
Whoa. It was a Jazzman victory.
Congrats, Jazz.
Oh, it was the Care Bears.
Yeah. A lesson about caring. Care Bears.
Congrats, Jazzman.
Stare there.
Yeah.
All right, Jazz, you know the drill. Give me a number. Number 9. The number 1 Star Trek The Next Generation fan won.
Time for a game of disappearing bears.
We can.
300
Best on the
Jiggies
floor.
for Jazzman Z. Good job, Jazz. Well done.
I can't wait to eat. The Care Bear family.
That's what he said,
I love
Cam.
all the
That's
games,
not
guys.
what
Like
he
these mini games are awesome.
No, thank
Good
you.
job.
Yeah, Start's kind of a game dev whiz himself. But...
We got a bunch of game dev whiz.
Oh yeah, for sure. So everyone always appreciates having someone like you come on who has a storied history in game development, talk about the stuff you worked on, because we're all really interested in this stuff. So thank you. But Start cannot program on the Sega Genesis. So
I've had a really good career and happy.
Well, thank you again for joining us.
I've worked for a lot of idiots, and I've worked at some really horrible companies too.
But you kept going, and that's awesome. And you've made some pretty awesome stuff.
I did.
For sure. So yeah, if plans don't change, Monday we're going to be playing some Mega Man Battle Network 3. We'll see how that pans out. Or if Texas weather keeps Start away, we might have to do some kind of remote stream, but we'll see how it goes.
Remote stream magic.
Yeah. Thank you again, Randy. And
the loader.
Any parting words for everybody?
Thanks for everybody.
Well, thank you.
Do good, annoy evil.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey!
Good night.